Can't blame a girl for trying.
Nope. Good luck.
Hey, Steve! We got it! We got it!
Wait, whoa. Slow down. What do we got?
DSBA, Department Store Buyers Association. Guess where they decided to have their convention in June?
Oh, Vernon is?
Yeah, fantastic. We've only barely finished the renovations. We already got our first convention.
You've done great, boss. Congratulations.
Thanks. I'd like to second that, Pam. Congratulations. Cindy, hi. Thanks. If we can just do a bang-up job on this one, I know hundreds of conventions will follow, right? Well, you know what they say. Nothing breeds success like success. Yeah. If you'll excuse me. Sure.
So, what do you say we go and celebrate, huh?
Hey, celebrate. Work. Come on. Got lots to do. Planning. First of all. Oh, I saw you talking with the powers that be. Good news, I hope. Well, Lee, I gave it my best shot, but I don't think Pam needs any help running this in. Cindy, most companies don't think they need our services until we make our case and convince them otherwise. Well, it'll take some convincing, considering she just landed a major convention, the Department Store Buyers Association. Did she? How fortunate for her. So, I guess we'll just have to find another business that can benefit from our services, Perhaps. Then again, V.
Let me take a wild guess, Detective. Somebody sold a used car in South America and they think I took it.
Sorry to disappoint you, Max. I didn't ask you here to talk police business.
Well, what else would we have to talk about, Captain?
Delilah. She told me about your new business arrangement.
Oh, yeah. I'm as excited about it as she is. I figure with Delilah turning out those dresses and me promoting them, I figure we're going to have a long and happy partnership.
You'd better.
Whoa. Wait, what does this mean? You're not pleased for your wife? Come on, she took a business that was going into nothing and turned it around.
And knowing how you operate, you can turn around again just as quickly.
You got something to say? Why don't you just say it?
All right. Delilah trusts you. I don't. You play it straight with her, we won't have a problem. But I know all about you, Max. You're a high roller by nature. I'm not about to let you gamble with my wife's career.
Your wife wouldn't even have a career if I didn't put my money behind her. So Delilah's success is as important to me as it is to her.
Lots of things are important to you, Max. Like the roulette tables in Atlantic City. I haven't forgotten how your little partnership got started. I'm not going to sit back and let you take a chance with Delilah's money again.
Oh, I get it now. I see it. The new captain of detectives is a little worried about his wife being associated with an ex-cowboy hustler from Texas. That's what we're talking about here, isn't it?
My concern is Delilah. Nothing else.
Yeah, well, if that's all you're worried about it, you can just relax, because I'm not looking to hurt anybody, especially that lady. Someone so decent and so deserving. She's going to be all right.
I was passing through Landview when I heard the news, and I just had to call you, Roger. Yes, I know. I am staying at the New Vernon Inn. Uh-huh. Well, yeah, it's as lovely as they say it is, but, Roger, darling, before you risk your reputation, I think there are a few things about this lovely little inn you should know about.
It's an antibiotic. You know, your fever will soon go.
Gabriel.
Yes.
We must go soon, too.
She must rest. We can't move her like this.
But we must. When I went out to the jeep, I could feel the rain in the air. If we stay here in the valley, the rains will come soon.
What's wrong? Nothing. Nothing's wrong, Tim. How did you find me? I was staying in the cabin, you remember, by the falls. There was an Indian passing by, and he started talking of a woman, an American woman, who had nearly died and was staying with the tribe downriver. But you thought I was dead. That's before I heard the rumor. Assuming the rumor was true, I followed Juan and our Indian guide to this place. Thank God they found you.
The Indians saved you, Senora. They take you from the river, more dead than alive. They could not speak English, and you were too weak to communicate with them, but they take you to their village. And the medicine man, well, he did the best he can.
Their potions and charms must have helped.
See, he's a very good man, and a very proud one, too. I had to convince him the woman needs the white man's medicine now.
No. You should have just let me die and bury me with my baby. No, dear. No, let the antibiotics take effect. Please. Don't worry. It'll all be over. I promise you'll be happy and well again. You'll see.
Gabrielle, we must get her into the jeep now.
Can't we let her rest just a little bit longer?
Well, if you insist. But only a few hours. We must get out of the valley before the rains come.
A terrible temper. So I'm not really surprised that his twin brother has it, too.
When Joe would get angry, what would you do?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing. You can't stop a hurricane. You just have to wait for it to blow over. Besides, when Joe got angry, he usually had a very good reason.
Yes. But Rick and I mean, we were just kissing, that's all.
Okay, think about it this way. Don't you think it's possible that maybe when your father walked in and he saw you sitting on the sofa kissing, maybe he saw, just for a minute, saw somebody else in Rick's place?
Who?
Mitch Lawrence, maybe?
I want so much to put all that behind me.
I expect you do, but I think it's a lot easier for you to put it behind you at your age than it is for your father. And you can't really blame him for wanting to protect his little girl.
Believe me, I have learned the difference between a Mitch Lawrence and a Rick Gardner. I just wish my father hadn't thrown him out of the house the way he did. I'll probably never see Rick again. I'm sorry, Vicky.
What?
You wanted to spend the day playing with your two sons, and here you are listening to my little problems.
Oh, well, that's terribly difficult. But you haven't really heard me complain, have you?
No, and thank you. It's just if I had someone else to talk to about these things, I wouldn't be bothering you with
Oh,
it.
honey, it's not a bother. Believe me, it's not a bother. I want you to feel free to come and talk to me about anything at any time, okay?
Just what you need. Another kid to worry about.
Oh, the more the merrier. Besides, you're helping me, too. I have a lot of practice with boys, but our conversations are going to prove invaluable when Jessica is your age.
When you put it that way, I guess we can help each other, can't we?
You're such a sweet little thing.
I beg your pardon, Mrs. Buchanan, but Miss Dennison has a visitor, a Mr. Gardner.
Rick?
Send him in, please, Aaron.
Very good, ma'am.
And you thought he was going to give up without a fight.
Hi, what are you doing here?
Well, I knew you were babysitting today. I just thought I'd come prepared. In case your dad was around.
Oh. Why do you beat your head against the brick wall? I mean, especially when there are plenty of other businesses in Landview.
Are you questioning my judgment?
No, it's just that, well, I don't understand why putting me to work here at the inn is so important to you.
Look, Cindy, you're proving to be one of my most efficient and successful assistants here.
I love my work.
Good. But if you want to continue up the ladder, I'm going to need your undivided loyalty.
I'm not sure I know what you mean.
But there may come a time when I need you to perform some extremely, sensitive work. And you may have to put your caution and even a few of your scruples on the back burner.
Wait, if you're talking about doing something illegal.
What, illegal? Oh, come on. Certainly not. And especially after all that trouble you had in the past.
Why are you bringing that up?
Cindy, look, I didn't mention it. You were the one that brought up illegalities. Maybe that's because your quick rise to the top on Wall Street nearly landed you in jail.
The man I was working for told me that everyone was doing it. The inside information came across my desk. I just passed it along. I didn't realize I was doing anything illegal.
Look, Cindy, I don't care how you got in trouble. The point is, after that scandal broke, you couldn't sell pretzels on Wall Street. But I gave you a chance. And all I'm asking in return is a little loyalty.
I am loyal and grateful.
Okay, then let's not argue, all right? You can Pamela and Steve. Look, I want you to ask for that job again. Something tells me you'll have better luck this time.
I just don't understand it, that's all.
Well, the guy must have had some kind of an explanation.
Well, I didn't. And that's the strangest part.
Ah.
Whoa, what happened to the celebration, you two. I thought it's not every day you land a big convention, you know.
Well, we canceled the champagne.
Why? What happened?
Roger Lemoyne at the convention said, called back just a second ago and said that they decided to take the convention to another hotel.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Apparently, if Roger Lemoyne says the buyer's convention goes elsewhere, it goes elsewhere.
Roger Lemoyne. I think I know him.
You do?
Well, my company has provided him with several management specialists over the years. I could give him a call and put in a good word for you.
Oh, Cindy, do you think would you?
Well, I can't promise I can change anything, but at least he'll return my call.
What do you think?
I say let Cindy take a shot at it. We got nothing to lose by trying.
Yeah, well, certainly can't hurt. Okay.
Thanks, Pam.
No, I'm the one that should be thanking you just for wanting to help.
Well, look, the way I see it, you're giving me a chance to prove what dying women can do. Keep your fingers crossed.
Good luck. Who knows? Maybe she can work a miracle.
Yeah, an awfully convenient one. A few minutes ago, Cindy was asking me if you needed any executive assistance. Now, out of the blue, she has a chance to fill the bill herself.
Steve, I would give her the keys of the city if I could, if she could just turn Roger Lemoyne around. Besides, if there's any villain in this, I know exactly who it is.
Who?
Who do you think it is? The man who wanted to stop the success of this inn from the very beginning? Your friend and mine? Asa Buchanan.
You're not angry, are you?
Angry? No. And my father isn't angry anymore either. So you didn't have to put on all the armor.
Why don't you two make yourselves at home here?
I didn't mean to run you off, Miss Buchanan.
No, you're not running me off at all. I'll tell Heron to bring you some soda, all right?
Oh, thank you. Oh, wait, can you tell Kevin Joy that I'm here?
Are you sure you don't mind their interrupting?
Heck no, I brought these 2 gloves and this baseball mask.
Well, that's very sweet of you, and rather brave, if I may say so, because once I tell them you're here, you're going to have to play baseball all afternoon.
How about after we play with the boys, you come over to the carriage house for dinner?
Well, I might be brave, but I'm not that brave.
I told you, my dad is sorry for making a scene the other night.
You know, maybe it's easy for a man who loves his daughter to lose it when he sees her cheek to cheek with a ski bum.
I know that now. But if you stop coming to the carriage house because of my father, you'll stop seeing me, too.
Marilyn, I'm here, aren't I? Listen, the first chance I get, I'll stop by, we'll get the apologies over with, then we'll get things back to normal.
Wonderful.
Watch out. Here they come.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Rick, Jim,
Hey,
you
how you
really
doing?
did catch with us. Hey, give her a hand.
Here, why don't you take this glove? And you take this glove, and we'll play some ball.
Come on, guys.
Gabriel, we have already waited too long. We must wake the Senora and get out of this valley while we still can.
Tina, I'm sorry, but you have to wake up now.
Well, I had this dream. This dream that I was still in the river. But it was warm and it was wonderful.
I know. Your fever's going down. I can feel it. Do you think you can get up now?
I want more than anything is just to get out of here.
I know that I'm not one of your favorite people.
I want to give you a chance, Steve. Now, I'll admit my first impression wasn't a great one. The first time I met you, you were with Diane Bristol.
Oh, yeah, just my luck. My first date here turns out to be with someone who's wanted for about 24 crimes.
And your second date was with my wife.
Yeah, well, I didn't know she was married.
I realized that. I also realized that it was my fault that she was out trying to have a good time that night. And I just want to say, why don't we forget about first impressions and start from scratch, huh?
Sounds good to me, Ray.
Well, I don't know how she did it, but she did it. She managed to talk Roger Lemoyne into bringing all his little conventioners and their fat little bank accounts and their expense accounts to the inn.
Oh, is that a fact?
Yes. Oh, sorry. Cindy, let me introduce you to Ray Garrett, our new police captain.
Hello.
How do you do?
And this gentleman is Cindy London, my new management consultant.
Wow, that was fast.
Well, it's just temporary, till the convention's over. But you'll have to excuse me. I do need to introduce her to the rest of the staff.
Nice to meet you, Captain.
Yeah, same here. It's Rafe, by the way. Take care.
Come on.
You don't look too thrilled.
Don't get me wrong, I'm happy for Cindy, but I can't figure out how she happened to be in the right place at the right time.
Great. Why don't you meet me at Graham's and tell me all about it? I'm headed over there now.
Oh, I'd love to, Kate, but I just can't make the time today. I've got a million things to do before I start work at the Vernon Inn.
Oh, okay. Well, how about breakfast tomorrow?
Well, it'll have to be early before I punch in. Can you meet me here at the inn?
Yeah, of course I can.
Okay, well, great. Then I'll see you tomorrow morning. I've got to run.
Bye.
Good news from Cindy?
Yeah, I guess. She's going to be working for Pam.
And you're not excited about that?
I know it's kind of selfish of me, but I just wanted to spend a lot of time with her before the wedding.
Well, you still can do that, can't you?
Yeah, right. She'll squeeze me in between appointments, but just as the Cindy I used to know would drop everything to have fun with a friend.
Look, Kate, you can't be mad at a woman for wanting to work hard.
I'm not mad at her. I work hard, too, but I make time for people I care about. She doesn't seem to have time for anything but that company of hers.
Look, we talked about this before. People can change.
Yeah, but not that much.
Look, I know you don't like talking about Tina, all right? But she's a prime example about what we're talking about here. When I first married her, I thought she was this sweet, charming, young little girl, half child, half woman. But she turned out to be something totally different.
You worried about that with me, that I'll turn out to be something else?
Well, my daddy once told me that all women like baseball until you marry them.
Oh, yeah? Well, I'm going to spare you that disappointment right now. I hate baseball. But I love you.
Oh. What's the start? Come here.
Look, we better get going. I got to get to my Grams.
Yeah. We got to talk about this baseball thing.
Why?
Get your purse here. Haven't you ever been to Veterans Stadium? Have one of those hot dogs with the mustard on it?
No.
Good. Hey, baseball's been very, very good to me, baby.
We will have to drive without stopping to get out of the valley before the rains come.
Oh, I can't wait to tell everybody that I'm alive. Don't worry about that now. Save your strength for the trip.
Gabriel, por favor.
Come on, we're coming in. We're going to make it. Because, the only reason I'm getting through this is so I can see my husband again.
Yes, I've never seen you healthier.
Really? You're not just saying that to make sure I stay on my medication.
Vicky, first place, I know you too long to know that I can fool you. In the second place, I think you're going to be off that medication by the end of the week.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh, well, it's quite a...
Thank you.
Well, I didn't do anything.
Oh, of course you did. You're the best doctor in the world, probably the universe or the galaxy.
At least.
If it hadn't been for your extra special attention, I would never have recovered this quickly.
Oh, wish I could take the credit, but believe me, it was your own inner strength that got you this far, this fast. I think I might have to write you up in the Mid-Atlantic Medical Journal and tell
No,
them...
you don't have to do that. Just give me an okay to go on a trip.
On a trip? On what trip?
Right. Well, I'd like to go to Arizona. Now that I'm better than ever, I would like to go spend some time with my husband. Please don't say no, Larry. Come on. I am dying to be alone with Clint again.
Oh, Kathy, honey, I thought you could tell old Wanda anything. Wanda, this is not like not making the cheerleading squad or not being able to get a date for the senior prom.
No, you're all grown up. Funny thing is, though, you could have gone any place in town, and this morning you find yourself here.
Hey, Wanda, how about some more coffee?
Fine, coffee. Mary, please get him coffee. Thank you. Okay, sorry. Now, what were you saying?
It's not easy to say. First of all, Mom accuses me of trying to steal John away from her. As if that wasn't bad enough, now she's thrown me out of the apartment. She won't even speak to me.
Is there any truth to her suspicions?
John and I are not having an affair.
That's not what I asked you.
Okay, we are attracted to each other in a big way, but we've avoided all contact with each other. We don't speak to each other. And the end result, I'm miserable.
That's what I hate about self-sacrifice. In the beginning, you feel very noble, and then in the end, everybody feels very miserable.
I picked up the phone 10 times this morning to try to call him, but I never got the nerve. I drove past his apartment, then past the office. Finally, I had to force myself to come here. I feel like I don't even have control over my feelings anymore. Wanda, how am I supposed to deal with this?
What, you're supposed to?
So much better now. Must be the antibiotics. Cleaning up a little bit. I feel like a brand new woman. Gabrielle. Honey, it's time to wake up. We gotta go.
Well, I don't think I can make it, Tina. I feel so tired, so weak.
I know. You had a terrible time yesterday getting me here, but if I was strong enough to get from the hut to here, you can get into town.
Buenos dias, senora. Senorita.
Yeah. It is a good morning, isn't it, Mom? Well, why don't you help me get breakfast for Gabrielle and the baby, and then we can get on our way.
Well, you will have to get started on your own, senora. Now that you and Gabrielle are safe, I must return to my family.
Why don't you work with me? We need you.
My family need me too, senora. I must reach them before the rain begins.
Tina, let him go. It's all right.
No, it's not all right with me. You can't quit on me now, Juan. You have to help me get back to Landview.
And of course, we're not telling anyone we're going on our honeymoon.
Am I keeping you from something, Cindy?
Oh, no, Kate, I'm sorry.
It's just it's my first day with a new client. I don't want to be late reporting to Pan.
Boy, that company really has a hold on you, doesn't it?
What do you mean by that?
Nothing. It's just that the Cindy London I used to know would spend hours over breakfast. I guess Lee Halpert has made a new woman of you, a dino woman.
I'm still my own person, Kate. It's just that I've had to do some growing up over the last few years, that's all.
I can see that.
Well, now look who's talking. What happened to the girl who told me she would never fall in love again?
Well, I did a little growing up, too, and I realized I didn't know everything I thought I did about love.
And then Cord came along.
Yeah. You know what convinced me, though?
Oh, well, let me guess. His beautiful eyes, his flashing smile, his gorgeous body.
Well, none of that hurt, but... Well, that's just it. I realized it didn't hurt to love him. We've had our shares of ups and downs and things, but... loving him makes my life happier, more wonderful, just... Oh, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking tough Kate Sanders has turned into a sentimental marshmallow.
I was thinking that I never envied you until right now.
Oh, Sin.
I am just so happy that I'm here to share this with you.
Well, not just this. That's the great thing about this job. You won't just be my maid of honor. You're going to be a new neighbor. Be like old times. Yeah.
Well, first things first. Now, what about the wedding dress? Have you picked one from the 4 that we looked at?
Yeah, but you know, I am so happy. I think I'm going to wear them all.
Senora, I have helped you and Gabrielle this far. But from this point, you're on your own.
No, you can't do this. You can't leave us on our own. You've got to get me home, and she's going to have her baby soon.
Tina, it's all right. Let him go.
No, it is not all right. Look at you. Look at her, Juan. I mean, this is terrible for her. I mean, that long search trying to find me. Look, she needs a doctor now more than I do, and you've got to get us out of this godforsaken jungle.
Senora, you want to go to your home. I understand. But this godforsaken jungle, as you call it, it is my home.
Look, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend. If you want money to get us out of here, fine. I'll give you all the money
I did not bring you here for money. And I would not lead you back to the city for all the gold of the Incas. When the rain comes to this valley, and they will come soon, there is no one to help my family but me.
Oh, fine, but there is nobody to help us either. We have got to get out of here.
The walls are sturdy. The roof does not leak. You will be much safer if you stay here through the rainy season, Senora.
What are you but she can't have her baby here in this cabin.
It's my choice, Tina.
There. You hear? She has more sense than to try to leave now. And, Senora, even though you have some of your strength back now, you must take the time to try to recover as well.
No, we've got to get her to a hospital, and I have to see my husband, and that is all that matters here.
You hear that thunder, Senora? That matters more. The thunder does not wait for you or for her baby. The thunder brings the rain, and the rain brings death, unless I go.
Juan, please.
Adios, Senora. Gabriel, God go with you.
Juan, no, you can't do that, Tina. Tina, let him go. It's better this way.
Great. We're stuck. I know the way to the city and how much you want to get home. If you let me rest for just a few more moments, I'll take you there.
No, I can't let you do that. Don't you see? I'm just doing the same old thing. I'm thinking about myself instead of anything else. I mean, my little homecoming is not as important as you and your baby, and I certainly know this is no place to have a baby. Look, where's the nearest clinic?
Buenos Aires.
No, I'm being serious here. Now, what clinic have you been using since you've been here?
There is no clinic, Tina. I have a midwife from the village. She checks on me from time to time. Otherwise, I'm on my own.
On your own? What about your friends and family? And why would you want to have a baby in this awful place?
I've disgraced my family. If I go back to the city, they'll take my baby away and give it to a state orphanage. That's why I must have it here, where no one will know. And then I can...
And then what?
And then I can find a good home for my baby where she'll be loved.
Gabrielle, honey, you're not thinking straight. You don't have to give up your baby.
But I do. One way or another, I have to give it up. And if I don't find a good home for my baby, what am I going to do, Tina?
Look, Vicky, physically, you are making great progress. Emotionally, there's still the toll of the operation.
Well, what better way to remedy that than for me to spend some time with my husband,
Well,
right?
ordinarily, yes.
Oh,
but
Larry, come on. All I have to do is get on an airplane. It would only be for a couple of days.
Well, what about the kids? Well, you can't. What if you take the kids? You can't.
No, you misunderstand. The whole point is for Clint and me to be alone. The children will be perfectly fine here with Kim, Herod, the staff, everybody.
All right. Well, that poses another set of problems.
What problems?
Well, if you don't take the kids, they're going to miss you.
I would hope they'll miss me. I'll miss them. It's only for 2 days.
Vicky, it's an cumulative damage here. You've got the flight, you've got the separation, you've got whatever problems might occur in Arizona.
You keep talking about problems. I fail to see any.
Well, it's obvious, isn't it? I mean, Clint went down there to solve some crisis at the ranch, right?
So he told me, yes.
Well, all right, you just got out of a problem yourself. Why do you want to plunge yourself into one of his crises? No, I'm sorry. I really think that you shouldn't go. You should stay home.
Stay home. How long? I mean, how long? Do I wait till Clint's crisis in Arizona is over, or should I wait maybe until it's warmer outside, or maybe I should wait till it's colder outside? How long?
Right, what are you getting upset? I'm just looking out for your best interest.
Really? Is that why you've been here all the time since he left?
Vicky, I wanted to check on your recovery schedule, and...
My recovery has been on schedule for days, and you know it. Now, about this crisis in Arizona, why is it that when I asked Clint about it on the telephone, he was unable to answer me in words of more than one syllable?
I don't know. I don't know, Vicky. Listen, I've got to get to the hospital.
Oh, Larry, of course you know. You're covering for Clint, aren't you? Please, tell me why.
You're right. Clint has been having some problems at home, too.
Having to do with me?
Vicky.
Please, Larry. We've been friends a very long time. Please, talk to me.
Before he went to Arizona, Clint and I had a long talk.
About me?
No. About him, about his feelings, his doubts.
His doubts? Well, then I was right. I wasn't imagining it. He's not sure of his feelings for me, is he?
He loves you, Vicky. That hasn't changed one bit.
No, Larry. I've had a sense of this ever since I came home from the hospital, a sense of some sort of coolness, I guess. I take a step forward, he takes a step backward.
It's not surprising, is it? You want to speak frankly, all right. Clint wants to be your husband. Again, in every sense of the word. But at the same time, he can't forget things that have happened. Nikki Smith, your attraction to Tom, the custody fight.
So he can't get close to me because he keeps wondering when the next blow is going to fall, right?
Do you blame him?
No, of course I don't blame him. Believe me, I'm well aware of the damage that was done. I even predicted this was going to happen, Larry. I told you in the hospital I didn't think that Clint would ever be able to forgive me.
Vicky, he hasn't given up on your marriage. Quite the contrary. He wants it to be better. That's why he's gone out there, to try and sort things out.
I mean, what do I do? I just let him stay on his ranch until who knows how long?
All I'm saying is you go slow. Give Clint as much time as he thinks he needs. He will then get over things that much faster. He will return to you and to the kids that much sooner.
Well, that's very good advice, very sound, very logical, but it is not for me. I have to do something, and I have to do it now.
That's why I want to hire you, Mr. Russell. Mr. Russell?
Sorry. Yeah, it sounds like you have every right to your inheritance if we can find the missing bank account. And now, here's what I suggest.
I'd better go.
It's a small town. You can't just run every time you see him.
Wanda, I can't just sit here and act like I'm indifferent to him either.
Does John know how you feel about it?
Yes. I told him that if I have to choose between him and my mother, I choose him.
Oh,
Don't worry, Wanda. He made it very clear he doesn't want to be chosen.
Look, I don't mean to give you any advice, but I gotta tell you something. You can't force somebody to do what they don't want, regardless of how much you want it.
Wanda, I really believe he would choose me, though, if Mom would just set him free. She's too busy playing on his guilty conscience to try and keep him.
Oh, no. Come on now. That is not Dorian Lord. If she felt that he wanted to be someplace else, she would say goodbye so fast before he had a chance to.
Like she did me, you mean?
You haven't said anything to her, have you?
No. I'm not planning on walking into that buzzsaw again anytime soon. I still have scars from our last conversation.
Oh, you are in way over your head, Cassie, baby. You know what I think you should do? I think you should just save yourself and just walk to the nearest exit.
Wanda, you sound like I should just do what John says and stay away from him.
Well, you wouldn't be any more miserable than you are right now, right? Why don't you just walk away?
Do you think he has a number of bank accounts? Mr. Russell.
Oh, yeah, numbered bank accounts are hard to trace. You're right.
I'm sorry, but you asked what I think.
I know, and you're right. Mom's right, John's right. No matter how I deal with this situation, I'm wrong. Come on, Gabrielle, come on. If not for yourself, then for the baby. You still haven't told me whose baby it is.
It's mine.
Look, I know that. Your father and Jamie both, before they died, they told
How
me...
can you believe anything they told you? The baby's mine. That's all there is to it. No, that's not all. What they told you is right.
And Max really is the father?
Yes. The sisters warned us. The bad girls seldom get caught. The good girls slip only once, and they live with their sins for the rest of their life.
Why do you think of it as a sin? Gabrielle, I don't know you that well, but from what little I know of you, I know you must have loved Max a great deal.
Yeah, well, he didn't love me. That was my sin, Tina. I tried to make Max love me by giving myself to him. But now I know. The only love in Max's life is his love for you.
Gabrielle, Max and I really aren't what we seem to be.
The day you went over the falls, you should have seen him. His whole world fell apart when you died.
Well, I'm sure that's how it seemed, but it's...
And his tears. They were all for you. Nothing was for me. That's when I knew I couldn't keep the baby. My family would disown me. The baby's father didn't want me, and I was just left here with my sin and my shame.
How can you say that? At least you have your baby, and you don't know how much I would give to be in your place right now.
I'm sorry, Tina. I didn't mean it like that.
All right. I guess we both have our own burdens to bear, huh? You have to learn to live with your baby, and I have to learn to live without mine.
But you've got friends in Landview and a husband waiting for you.
So tell me what you know about Cord.
Cord Roberts? What do you mean?
Well, you said that Max was very upset about my death. What about Cord?
Well, I didn't see him very much. He left so quickly. He left with Jamie Sanders' sister, Kate.
I see.
You want to go home very badly, don't you, Tina?
More than you know.
Well, look, if you help me, I'm sure I can lead you to...
No. Gabrielle Warren was right. You're not strong enough to do this. Look, I think I better go find this midwife and have her come and check up on you and the baby.
Well, she lives in another cabin at the edge of the clearing.
Oh, good. I can use her phone and let everybody in Landview know I'm still alive.
No, there's no phone. But she can take you to the only one in the area. It's an old fishing camp at the top of the falls.
Good. You know, I can't wait to hear how happy everybody's going to be when they find out I'm alive.
After everything that I have put that man through during the past few years, I'm not surprised to realize that I could have lost his love.
Don't start imagining things.
I'm not imagining anything. I mean, he told you, didn't he? His feelings for me have changed. He went to Arizona because he doesn't want to face me with the truth until he thinks I'm strong enough to take it.
That's not true. You may have pushed his love to the limit, but he still does love you.
Then why did he go away?
Honey, a man can love a woman with all his heart and still not be able to show it.
Boy, he really must have felt pressured the other night. And that's why he went away, isn't it? It was easier to go away than to have to tell me to my face that he didn't want to make love to me.
Kiddo, I'm sorry about this whole...
Hey, don't be sorry. Don't be sorry. No, in a way, this is very, very good because, you see, I've been imagining all along that he just didn't love me anymore. But now that you've told me what's wrong, well, I can go about and do something about it.
There's nothing you can do except wait.
No, I'm not going to wait. I'm not a very patient soul, as you might have guessed. No, if I have to fight for my marriage, then I am going to fight for it.
Vicky, if you're still planning to go out to Arizona...
No, I won't go to Arizona. No, I promise you that. I will give Clint all the time and all the space that he needs. But I will tell you something. I want that man back. Whatever it takes to get him back, I will do it.
Talk like that, poor guy hasn't got a chance. You know something? I think that operation made you stronger, smarter.
Maybe it did, Doctor. Maybe it did.
I know you have to start your new job, so I won't keep you. Oh, well, thanks, Kate. I know there's a lot of details that we didn't get to go over. Look, don't worry, we still have time. You have to work on your #1 priority. When you catch that bouquet of mine, I want you to be standing there, a handsome young gentleman. So get busy, and good luck today.
Oh, thanks. I'll need it.
Bye.
Today's a big day. Oh, Lee, yes. And I don't want to be late reporting to the boss. Cindy.
Remember, you have only one boss.
Oh, I just meant as long as Pam is employing Dinah women, I don't want to disappoint her.
Oh, well, I don't want you disappointing me either. Now, remember that favor I mentioned to you that I said I might be asking you for? Well, I want to ask you now.
Well, Lee, cannot wait, really. I do have to run.
Look, this will only take a second. It is really very, very simple. Now, when you find a convenient moment, I want you to take a look at the books. That's it.
The books?
Yeah. The financial records of the Vernon Inn. And if you find anything particularly interesting, I want you to let me know.
Lee, it's my first day on the job. I don't even know where the pencil sharpener is.
Yeah, well, Cindy, you're very good at this. This is why I gave you this assignment.
I thought my assignment was to help Pam Buchanan run the inn efficiently, not steal a peek at the books.
Cindy, we are not stealing. This is business.
Lee, I don't mean to question what you want me to do.
No. Now, this is the loyalty I was talking to you about. You are loyal, aren't you, Cindy? And for all I've done to save your neck, don't fail me now.
I don't even know where to start.
Well, how about Steve?
Steve, Lee, he's a nice guy.
Well, good. Nice guys are even more cooperative than the other kind.
But can't you at least tell me why you're so interested in the inn? Better yet, Landview. You got all the business you can handle in New York?
Hey, look, I have my reasons, my personal reasons. Look, well, why don't you go? You may be late.
Well, hello there, ladies. It's a red letter day for Dinah women, huh? And for the Vernon Inn, too. Welcome aboard, Cindy.
It always begins like this. First the clouds darken, thunder starts, and then the rains begin.
And when does it end?
Natures say when the gods have finished washing away all the evil in the valley.
You mean that it...
Yes, it floods. Portions of the jungle can be cut off from the rest of the world until the rainy season ends.
Well, we have the clouds, and we have the thunder, so when does the rain start?
I don't know. Season seems to be starting early this year. Perhaps we're in for one tonight.
Tonight? Why don't I get over to that midwife and get to the phone before the phone lines are down? Listen, Gabrielle, you just stay right here and just relax, okay? Ah! Gabrielle, no!
Oh, the pain. Different. This isn't like the others.
Oh, no. Oh, no, you're not having contractions. You told me you weren't going to deliver for a couple weeks.
No. But perhaps the journey to find you brought it on.
Oh, no, Gabrielle, no, you can't be having your baby right now. Believe me, this is not the time, and this is not the place. Don't do this to me. Don't have your baby now.
Sorry, Tina. The labor's starting.
No, it's not labor. You know what it is? It's probably soft labor. I read all about it. It's like labor, and it's labor, but it's not it. Oh, no, you can't be... You can't really be having a baby right now. No, believe me, this is not how babies come. I mean, they don't come when I'm around. They come in the middle of the night. They come when there's hospitals. They come when there's doctors. They don't come here with me.
I know this is my first time, but I think I know what the pain is meant to feel like, and this feels like the real thing.
Oh, my God, it's the real thing. How those books on fascinating tell me how to deliver a baby in the jungle. What am I supposed to do? You just get hold of yourself. That's all there is to it. Okay, Tina, now try and stay calm. That's all there is to it. What do I do? What do I do? The first thing is to make sure that the mother's calm. Are you calm? Thirsty? No. I mean, what I do, that's enough. Oh, God. What comes next? Oh, I know what happens next. I know what I'm supposed to do. Okay, now you just breathe. All right, that's it.
I think it's
Okay, you breathe. All right, okay, remember, you just do what I do. Okay, you just take in a deep breath. And then you just let it go just like that.
You must have studied very hard for your baby.
Well, yeah, I did, and I guess the classes won't go to waste, huh? Look, Gabrielle, believe me. I know you're worried right now. I'd be worried, too, but believe me, between the two of us, we're going to deliver a perfect little baby. Just breathe, all right? Just try and remember to breathe and relax.
You're wonderful. If you stay close, I know I'll be all right.
Well, I may be wonderful, but I'm no midwife. Tell me, where do I find her? Where do I go?
The road by the cabin. Take it to the left. Edge of the clearing. The south cabin is the pink one with the tin roof.
Tin roof. Okay, I'll be right back now. Just try and relax, all right?
Hurry, the rain's
Just breathe, all right? Just breathe.
Please hurry, Tina.
I know I should probably be in there with Pam right now, but I'm glad I've got a moment with you.
Well, I'm strictly maintenance, Cindy. If you have a question about office operations, Pam is the one you need to talk to.
Well, the thing is, before I turn in a proposal, I need to get some information first. You can't blame me for wanting to be cautious.
Somehow you don't strike me as the cautious type.
Well, I'm a little ambitious, I admit it, but not for myself. Dinah Women is not just a company, it's a concept. Our goal is to create more challenging jobs for women and at the same time do valuable work for valuable businesses like the Vernon Inn.
Cindy, I am sure you're going to do a bang-up job, just like I'm sure that I'm not the guy you need to talk to about this.
Oh, but you are. After all, you've worked more closely with Pam than anybody. And the kind of inside information I need is the kind of thing I think you can give me.
Yeah, if you're looking for family secrets, sorry, I don't know any.
Oh, I'm not after any. We just like to get to know everything we can about our client companies. That way, we can remain in the background while our clients come up as business geniuses.
I wasn't aware that Pamela needed any help in the genius department. I think she's done pretty well here by herself.